Hey, what was that? Hey, lovely. Welcome back to Talk to Zharia podcast. I really hope that you're doing well. You know, a lot has happened since we last spoke. I moved into a way better accommodation. Um, yeah, my mates are really friendly, really lovely. Um, and a little bit of restoration came in. So I'm kind of just like learning, how to navigate this. I'm realizing that more potential orders for my business is coming in. And I'm realizing, oh my God, girl, like we need to work on the accounts because even when God sends you like investors and stuff, like you're not fully ready. And so I'm kind of just like, I mean, I'm relaxing, right? But I'm also trying to figure out how to grow into this role. And, it kind of just shows me like,
This episode is brought to you by Google Gemini. With the Gemini app, you can talk live and have a real-time conversation with an AI assistant. It's great for all kinds of things, like if you want to practice for an upcoming interview, ask for advice on things to do in a new city, or brainstorm creative ideas. And by the way, this script was actually read by Gemini. Download the Gemini app for iOS and Android today. Must be 18 plus to use Gemini Live.
my ask, what I was asking God for, is not a small ask, it's a big ask. And so, there's a lot of preparation that needs to be done behind the scenes before I can get there. You get me? So I'm literally doing my makeup as I'm speaking to you. So one thing that I really wanted to talk to you about, like, um, now this is for my ladies. Men you can listen to, but this is more so for the ladies. Firstborn. Them hustlers. I wanted to share just a thought process that I've been thinking about for the past couple of days. Just how important it is to, just like be authentically yourself, but also like literally take care of yourself. And the thing is, like, when you're in survival mode, right? Because I feel like I went into survival mode because once again, it's my first time living life. And I fully believe like this is the breaking I needed in order to like, you know, grow higher or go higher. Same thing, really. I started to realize within myself that I was gonna put. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I've noticed that as a woman, even if you're in okay, it's really hard to do this like in survival mode, right? Also, guys, like I'm trying a new way to do my concealer. I saw someone do this yesterday, and I was just like, bro, your makeup always looks flawless. I have to try this. But anyway, as I was saying, guys, I've come to realize that, as a woman, you need to take care of yourself, right? As a man, definitely, but as a woman, I'm talking differently. So I thought, um, I had to like throw away, like, I can't have too much clothes. I guess this is also breaking the back of scarcity as well. This season, man, I'm telling you, it's great. When I tell you this season is great, believe me, please. Okay, so I don't know if it's because of scarcity. I was like, oh, I don't know where I'm gonna move. I don't know when I'm gonna move, and so I can't have too much things. And then I don't know how much money I'm gonna have, and so I want to make it as inexpensive as possible. But I've learned, more recently that it's so important to take care of yourself, right? Like I would throw out a lot of clothes, not because they weren't good, but literally, well, some of them weren't good. Some of them I just don't like anymore. Literally in the name of making space. And that probably sounds like what? Or if I wore it like too much times and people would have seen me too much in it. Like, but that doesn't even make any sense. Like, you should, as a woman, like I'm learning, like, you should have like a different, like, variation of clothes and stuff because you're a woman, you know? you're a woman and you respect yourself. And I think that part of it is like being classy. You want to have like a good selection on what to pick from and all of that fun stuff. And that's something I've really been thinking about. I remember when I just came, I had all these bags and pans, and I felt so insecure about it actually because I was like, like why couldn't I have like four suitcases? But like I'm a woman, you know, I'm a black woman. As a matter of fact, like I have my cleaning supplies, I have my selection of perfumes, I have my seasonings, just these different things. And so it's quite unrealistic, to get me, to not have to make two trips. Some of my friends were telling me they made 10 trips, some of them were telling me they made um 5 trips, and some things are still being stored. And it kind of made me feel a little bit better. And it's kind of like, Zara, why are you thinking about this? But guys, I think about everything just because, like, the discourse wasn't necessarily surrounding this in my house. It was more so intellectual discussions. Um, and you kind of just learn like how to show up. So, um, I guess I've heard I had a clean look. I think I can. I am. It's not even. I think I am. Like I'm gonna do better when it comes down to like taking care of myself. Hygiene wise, like I'm not saying that my hygiene is bad. Like that's not the case. It's just um like extra steps that make it better. Extra steps that really make it better. I'm gonna be putting a lot of work into that area of my life. Learning how to like budget money and realizing like it is okay to buy clothes like a couple of times a week. Sorry, not a couple of times a week, but like every week. Maybe you want a new blouse, maybe you want a new dress. Like it's okay, like that's fine. And just becoming into that woman that.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. There's nothing sweeter than baking cookies during the holidays. With Prime, I get all my ingredients delivered right to my door, fast and free, no last-minute store trips needed. And of course, I blast my favorite holiday playlist on Amazon Music. It's the ultimate soundtrack for creating unforgettable memories. From streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.
God has created you to be. Also realizing you don't have to be perfect all the time. Your nails doesn't have to be done like a lot of the time. So because like if my nails are not done properly, I'd be walking like really insecure because it's like, oh, like it's chipping and all these things. But like it's okay because I'm a woman, and to be a well-watered woman, like you're not gonna be perfect. I think if you grew up in the Caribbean, you know that the hygienic standards are like really high, and some of it, um, not in Jamaica, but like some of it in general is literally consumerism, which is not bad for a woman. I think you're a woman, like you should be adorning yourself in beauty and all these different things. But it's kind of like striking the balance between consumerism, but like actually taking care of yourself, like looking good, which is something that I want to do. It's you want to call it vain, but I have to pour into myself. Like I want to be. God says, like before I left, like you are a well watered garden, and um, I think that broke off a lot of things on me. Like it's okay to be a well watered garden. It's okay to be spoiled. It's okay to be taken care of. As a matter of fact, like it's necessary. You are a woman, and so I don't mind taking breaks of like Instagram or YouTube lives and all of that because I'm a woman. Like I need to be poured into as well. I'm a diffuser. I have to be poured into to pour out. Like I'm not a man. And that's the beauty I think of being a woman. So I just think, like pour into yourself, be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, pour into yourself, and pour into other people. Now that's something that I also want to talk about. Just like pouring into other people. I'm realizing like it's so important. Like people will look at my life and they're like, oh my goodness, like you're so blessed, like you have good friends and stuff. And it's because it's not that I'm just taking, or at least I try not to, but I also like try my best to like pour back, whether it's my time, whether it's my resources, whether it's like literally word of mouth, like talking about what they do and all of that kind of thing. I wish I could give at a higher scale, but we take it in strides. I just think it's so important to like be able to do that, be able to like really do that. It's so important as a woman, I think. And that is how you receive like a lot of love. Like when I tell my dad like some of the things that has been going on and how my friends have really been supporting me, he's like, wow, yeah, because I pour a lot, and I don't. The thing with me is, I don't pour, or I'm not going to pour anymore into cups that cannot handle my water. My water is not like the regular water. It's mineralized. It's soothing. It comes with a lot. Like viewing myself as who I am, like a well-watered garden, a well-watered woman. You know, you have to recognize that even as a man, like you can't allow everybody to access you. Um, and also striking that balance of showing up and what do you call it, like managing expectations when it comes down to like friendships or relationships, kind of the same thing. What do you need, what do you give, like all that fun stuff. I think it's just so important to do that. So I'm gonna end this here. I'm getting a headache, and talk to you later.